Welcome to the Healthy Nature Show on KHNC 1360 AM on your dial. This is New Genesis Health Green Herb coming to you weekly. I'm Linda, and the local phone number is 303-421-9900. Outside the area, toll-free 1-888-765-4372. We're located at 4565 Kipling Street in Wheat Ridge, Colorado. That is south of I-70, north of 44th on the mountainside of Kipling. We have Dr. Mike Cass, chiropractor, and he is great. He also does wonderful acupuncture, and people troop in to see him from all over the area. I've had a lot of other acupuncture and chiropractic, and Dr. Mike can just keep me walking and getting along well, and I appreciate him so much. We also, on Tuesdays only, have Patrick doing muscle activation technique. And we make our own supplements without fillers, only the freshest ingredients possible, and they're herbal. And, you know, no matter what anybody says, herbs are natural food without side effects. That's the way to go. And I want to say, too, I don't believe there's any kind of machine or something you can hook up to or get into that's going to heal you other than, you know, you feel better for an hour or 15 minutes or whatever. I don't mind going to the tanning salon if it's a real cold day and getting in there for a few minutes and warming up makes me feel good, but it's not going to heal anything I've got. So if you want to change what your health is, what you need to do is make certain that your diet is healthy, that the water intake you have is clean and pure and full of minerals, and that you're not loading up with bad foods, trying to live on fast foods, packaged mixes, lack of exercise, you know, all the things that end us up in trouble as we're so busy in this life. Right now, with a lot of people out of work, and I'm so sorry, I don't know how long we're going to make it there, the Green Herb, but at this point we're still open. And you could call in an order and make certain that you have the immune things that you need, and I'll be talking about that in just a minute. But we do make these formulations in the back. There are 0 fillers, no friction heat. It's just the best that you can possibly buy. It's the old-fashioned method that maybe your grandmother, your great-grandmother from Ireland or England or Italy or Mexico, a lot of the Mexican people come and show me things that I can't read, and they can read them to me, of things that their grandmothers used to put together from the plants that were around them. And one of them is, you know, the creosote bush, they call it, but that is in one of our formulations under a different name. Anyway, so if you can get natural medicine at this time without any side effects, it's a really good thing. And I want to talk about that just a wee bit here. You know, Tom's always been talking about a possible pandemic. I know that was one of the ads that was, played until not too long ago, that, you know, we should have our immune systems healthy and ready to go for anything that comes. Well, a lot of people were not ready, and now we've got this corona virus, and, it's just right in front of our faces. We're all really, really concerned. We're actually trying to keep Tom away from the public because he's in that group. 79 years old, very susceptible. He's diabetic. He's had some issues in the past. He has a little struggle with breath sometimes, and so he's susceptible. So we're trying to keep him safe, and he's taking a ton of really great herbs. It's kind of puzzling to me. Some of these people that are being affected by this and are being tested positive haven't been, to their knowledge, exposed to anyone, and a lot of them have been pretty much shut in like the nursing home people. So some people must be maybe healthcare workers or visitors, and before they even know they've been exposed. So it is something we've got to pay attention to. I know that that the regular flu virus kills, between 60 and 80,000 people a year, and that's nothing to sneeze at. That's a lot of people. And I know this hasn't gotten to that point. However, it's fast, and it's puzzling how you get it. They're saying that it has to be droplets on the air. So if maybe you've just got allergies and you know it, but if you go out in public sneezing and coughing, you're going to get the dirty looks. I can bet you, because somebody came in yesterday and told me that, and they said they just have seasonal allergies, and they're in trouble now with trying to go anywhere without people looking at them, and that could be a terrible situation. So if that's the case, maybe you should stay away from public. Maybe if you've got that kind of allergies, that puts you more in a susceptible position to catch this thing. And I'm not at all laughing at it. I'm thinking this is serious business because it's killing so many of our elderly, not worldwide, actually, worldwide. There's been several doctors that are testing positive and several that have died, and it's just very sad. So we just got to keep our distance, especially if we're in that group. Or what if you've got an elderly relative or loved one? Just stay away. Right now I'm so upset because it's pretty much just me and Tom, and we've got some family, but we can't be with them. And we can't be with our little grandson, whom we love dearly, or our little great-grandbabies, or, it's really hard. And those of you who are alone, it's even harder. Tom and I at least have each other. And, he goes sneaking out up to the store and locks himself in his office sometimes. But this is just, and me, I've still been in with people because I've got a good, healthy immune system, and I'm taking so many herbs. I do want to talk about that. And this is, this thing is just different than anything we've encountered. So try to bear that in mind, that it's not like your normal flu that you may get and get over. But even that one kills thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of people. So, maybe we haven't taken our health serious enough. And I know that people have not washed their hands. I know that my sons wouldn't eat at a church dinner because they said the men walked right in that bathroom and went to the stalls and then left without washing. And, this has been observed by my sons. And so what we used to do is get the food and eat it and eat in a hurry, just get ourselves satisfied and go in fellowship, because my kids wouldn't eat after people that had been in the bathroom without washing their hands, because I taught them better. Be right back after the break. Welcome back to the Healthy Nature Show on KHNC 1360 AM on your dial. This is New Genesis Health Green Herb coming to you weekly. Local phone number 303-421-9900 and toll-free 1-888-765-4372. Located at 4565 Kipling Street in Wheat Ridge, Colorado. That is south of I-70, north of 44th on the mountainside of Kipling. We have Dr. Mike Cass with Chiropractic, Acupuncture. Ask for your immune adjustment, because he does that for people that ask. He probably won't do it if you don't ask, so just ask him. And we also have muscle activation technique therapy with Patrick only on Tuesdays, and he is fantastic. It's a whole different thing. If you've got old injuries, inflammation sticking around, old connectors in your body from tendons or muscles, that's the way to go. And I'm scheduled to get myself one of those today. I'm very excited about it. It's a little painful, but it works. I'll tell you that. And it's just actual therapy. It's not just laying in a container or something and getting heat and light or sound or anything like that. It's actual therapy, healing therapy, recognized and paid for by some people's insurance, but we'll have to, you take that up with Patrick. Anyway, back to this issue that we're facing with the corona. I just want to throw out there what we've been doing in our family and the people that come in that ask. Traditionally there are certain herbs that help to heal you of viruses. I mean, it's well known that even St. John's is antiviral, and Sambucus, which is black elderberry, is antiviral. There's just so many things, echinacea and all that. Well, we have got a lot of concoctions or actual herbal formulations that we've been utilizing for over 30 years, and they're great. The immune one is the one that we're suggesting that probably has the most antiviral right up front. When you breathe it in, keep your mucosal linings healthy. Keep yourself hydrated. Don't let yourself get dehydrated because dry, crackly skin is more likely to become infected with this virus. So, drink your water with minerals. Take the immune one because of the herbs that are in it. The other thing that I'm thinking, I'm listening to this carefully, all these reports and all the stuff on TV. I'm trying to stay informed. But the Goldenseal is a straight-out antibiotic herb. It has no side effects. It is one of those things you wouldn't take every single day the rest of your life, but right now might not be a bad time to take it, especially if you got the sniffles or if you got troubles with asthma or allergies or anything that keeps your mucosal lining upset. The other thing that they're pushing is that chloroquine product, that what it does in its original use is kills little teeny tiny parasites that mosquitoes might inject into you and cause some pretty bad, like malaria. So what I'm thinking is, if you did, this is just from me, this is just what I do for myself. The immune one to help your body kill the virus, the Goldenseal to be antibiotic. It also helps keep your immune system up, and it kills some of the parasites. But the Tract, add the Tract in, because that does kill microscopic parasites as well, and we've seen that time after time after time when we do repeated blood tests. If you have none of those, what if you're there and you've done a profile with us, or you've just got some leftover herbs from a long time ago? Keep them cool and dry, and they'll be with you for a very long time. But the System Boost, if you came in and you saw yeast or fungal forms in your blood, I would have suggested System Boost for you. If it's rampant and it's starting to affect your skin, if your legs are swelling, if you've got so many toxins in your blood that maybe I have suggested the Vas-Q-Lar Clear. That's another real good one to utilize at this time. What if you've just got the CFC or maybe the Vir-L IV? If you've got anything at all that could be antiviral, now is the time to take it. You don't have to ask. If you want to call and ask how much, I'll be really more than happy to talk to anybody that calls me. And the people at the front desk actually do have some information, and especially Jerry and Jesse, they're very informed. But remember, if you've got a cough or if you're sneezing and maybe you're at risk, stay away. Keep your immune system up by doing this. And I want to talk about it. Avoid sugar. So what are sugars? It's not just, I say don't eat sugar to a lot of people, and they say, well, I don't use sugar at all. So then when I ask them what they eat all day long, I find out there's candy bars and pastries and soda pop and stuff like that. And I said, but you said you didn't eat sugar. No, but I mean I just don't use sugar, white sugar. If you don't put it in, but it's already sweet, you are eating sugar if you're eating that. So I just want to remind you. Also, alcohol. Alcohol is liquid sugar, very quickly to the liver. A lot of people say, well, I don't drink, and then I find out, but I do have wine for dinner just about every night. Well, wine is alcohol, and it's from the grape, and the little white sheen, the little beautiful sheen on the grape itself is yeast. They smash that up, add more yeast, and more sugar. The grape is largely just glucose, which is the strongest sugar. Now, ferment that, you've got a sugar that is very, very invasive. And of all the alcoholic beverages, that would be the worst one to take if you've got an imbalance of Candida albicans. And of course, I'm against just actual sugar. It's been years since I bought any. But I'll tell you this: I used to be such a baker that I was buying a 5-pound bag a week, almost every week. And so I'm just as guilty as anybody. But I had to learn this for the sake of our family, and I had already contributed greatly to Tom becoming diabetic, and I'm so sorry about that. But you can't take back the past, but what you can do is go in the future and don't grieve over it, but do the best you can from this day forward. Even a high starchy diet. What if you have mostly a big plate of rice, like some people that I've known do, even in our family? A big plate of rice with something on it every day, and you have that every day, or maybe it's just noodles. So if that's the way you're eating, you need to curtail it, cut it down. We need actually to pay very much more attention to what we're eating. welcome to the last little bit of the Healthy Nature Show on KHNC, 1360 AM on your dial. Just to finish up a few thoughts, I was talking about foods and foods that would be converting to sugar quickly and taking down your immunability. And right now, sadly, I've had a few people in, they're bound with their children, and they've even brought their children into the green herb, and I've seeing some things in the blood, seeing some undigested sugars and such. And at least 2 parents have said that they feel so bad for their kids in this time of, having to stay away from loved ones and not being able to go to school and all that, that they have been making some sugary desserts because they've got time actually now to cook more. But if you're eating sugar and you're at home making that sugar dessert, and it's still going to taste better than anything you could go out and purchase. However, it's still sugar. And I just want to encourage you to try to find healthier type snacks for your children. If you feel really bad for them, don't give them sugar. Just don't do it. It's bad for a lot of reasons. It will keep them from utilizing their vitamin C and their minerals. Without minerals, you don't absorb vitamins anyway. So it's just a bad time. It's difficult times. It is spoken of in the Bible, I do believe, these times that we're in now. Just remember that, sadly, for years and years of looking at people's blood and being with folks for 30 years, I believe that Candida has lowered our actual immunability, and it's in almost every single person that I see now. I just want to say that there's a package of information that I pass out to each person, and one of the papers is all about Candida. It's about 10 pages is all, so it's just easier to read. Most people don't have time to read a book, but the Candida excretes this acetaldehyde, which is extremely high in toxins. They say 70 to over 100 plus different toxins as a result of the Candida eating your food and excreting its waste material into your system, enough that it can damage or cripple the immune system. And not only are you then more vulnerable to things like infections, but to secondary, like yeast, but to secondary bacterial and viral invasions as well. And that's the words that I wanted to get out today. This makes you more susceptible to invaders of all kinds. These toxins just weaken us, and then there's all kinds of other things that can get in. And then, if you get exposed to, say, your pets or your chickens or the dust blowing around in the air and you're crunching dirt between your teeth, you're going to be taking in some toxins and some things that can be parasitic in nature and that can actually further lower your immune system. Even if you got a good, strong immune system, you shouldn't be abusing it. This is the wrong time of the world to do such a thing. But you can get through all this, get food allergies, get to the point that what you can actually eat is narrowed down because things make you feel sick, things make you have actual nausea or burning or ulcerative colitis and all kinds of diagnoses that can come. And then you start having all kinds of allergies besides food allergies. You got more allergic to pollens and odors and chemicals. Maybe you can't stand to ride on the highway because of the fumes from other vehicles. And then, people come in and they're very restricted on what kind of soap, shampoo, laundry detergent, all kinds of things that affect us so adversely. And if you would like, please give us a call and at least talk or come in as long as we're able to be open. 303-421-9900. We love every one of you here that's on the ear. God bless.